If you've been familiar with track and field for the previous few seasons, you probably know the athlete Athing Mu from the United States. She has been undefeated in the 800 meters since 2021. She had an amazing 2021 Olympic season, winning the Olympic gold medal. In 2022, she again went undefeated, winning the World Championships over Keely Hodgkinson, and also so far in 2023. She's only raced once, but she also won this in a pretty compelling way, breaking 2 minutes easily and running a time of 1:58. Athing Mu has been synonymous with two-lap domination for the past 3 seasons so far. But there's some very strange and interesting decisions going on right now with Athing Mu, because according to her coach Bob Kersey, she might not be running in the World Championships this season. And here's the weird part. She's not even injured. This is really the first time I've ever heard of something like this. Perhaps this has happened in the past, before my time, I'm not really sure, but Athing Mu just might sit out the 2023 World Championships, even though she has the clear ability to win at least some kind of medal this season. Now, I'm not entirely sure what exactly is going on with Athing Mu. Maybe there's some kind of injury, maybe there's something going on behind the scenes that we're not aware of, but either way, this just seems bizarre to me. People work their entire lives for the opportunity to get to the World Championships and also to be ready to defend their world title. However, it's not terribly surprising to hear of something like this from Bobby Kersey. He is known to put in some pretty atypical running and racing strategies with his athletes. We've seen it with Sadie McLaughlin only racing, 4 times this season, and now with Athing Mu potentially not even running in the Worlds. Now, in an interview with the LA Times, he told them that the training is going well, but our thought process, openly, is that we're going to just train here in LA for the next 2 weeks, and the next time she gets on a plane, it'll either be on vacation or to Budapest. Saying that you're going to be doing one of these 2 things, aka going to the World Championships to defend your world title, or to go on vacation, just seems bizarre to me. This kind of indecision seems like it's stemming from a place of uncertainty, or at least some kind of lacking of self-confidence, and it's actually pretty notable to mention that Athing Mu, while she has run a time of 1:58 this season, in fact she's run a time of 1:58.73, which is very impressive, but it's notable to show that this is actually only the 26th fastest time in the world this season, falling behind many other athletes in the United States, and falling almost exactly 3 seconds behind the current world leader this year, that is Keely Hodgkinson, who ran a time of 1:55.77 all the way back on June 9th in this year's Paris Diamond League meeting. Now, it's interesting to note that Hodgkinson is the world leader this year by a pretty significant margin. She currently holds the world #1 ranking over Mary Moraa from Kenya by slightly over a second. And I think that this is pretty significant because last year in the World Finals, Athing Mu just barely outleaned Keely Hodgkinson over the final stretch. And given Hodgkinson's pretty solid and consistent racing this season, breaking 1:56, setting a new national record, and also breaking 2 minutes pretty much whenever she wants to, I think it's a real possibility that she could potentially take down Athing Mu if they do meet in the World Championships. I honestly was very much looking forward to the clash between Athing Mu and Keely Hodgkinson, and given Athing Mu's incredible consistency and obvious strength that she has proven this season, I think she still had a very good chance of winning the gold medal this season. However, this potential clash is currently up in the air right now, and it really all revolves around whether or not Athing Mu will even race this season. Now, they also mentioned that if she does not race this year, she is going to be competing in next year's Olympic Games, and that will be the site where she puts in all of her training and effort. It's also notable to mention that Let's Run did an article on Athing Mu saying that they are concerned whether or not she even enjoys running at times. There's always the potential to have the love-hate relationship with such a strenuous thing like running for your job, and sometimes the hate part can take over the enjoyment. But either way, it would be sad not to see the defending Olympic and world champion compete in this year's World Finals. And now I would love to hear from all of you. What do you think about this potential decision? Do you think Athing Mu should run in this year's World Championships, regardless of how she feels? And do you think she would have the ability to successfully defend her title? Thanks for watching, everyone. And as always, until next time.